Hello, this is Benjamin Price reporting for Kids First, and today I'll be interviewing JJ Soria and Carlos Santos from the new Netflix series Gentefied. So first and foremost, this show is about family. How do you craft an authentic dynamic with your co-stars?
Well, I say it's authentic and real. It's what you see on there is how we are in life, in the sense that the chemistry we have is genuine and real.
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Benjamin, for having us on Kids Now. It's a pleasure to be here. To your question, I feel like we had a lot of chemistry coming into it, and that's something that, as you know, it doesn't happen to a lot of people. Like, groups of people might come together and work really well but not have chemistry. So I feel like we were blessed to immediately start out the gate with so much chemistry. Like, we just met in the audition, Carrie, JJ, and immediately just started working together, and that usually is a good sign that it's going to be good, right? Because you feel like there's a lot of intimacy when you start working together and you believe that we're actually cousins. Yeah. And I think that's where it comes from.
Mr. Santos, I saw you got to be...
Thank you. This is very nice. You know what?
You
know what? I'll take it. Benjamin? What's your last name, Benjamin?
Price.
Mr. Price, I'll allow it. Go on.
I saw you got to be in Bud Light's most recent Super Bowl commercial.
Yes.
How did that opportunity come about? And can you just talk about that experience?
We can absolutely 100% talk about it. I auditioned the old-fashioned way. I'm at a point in my career where I don't get offers. Maybe after this. Maybe if this interview takes off, maybe I could get offered to do stuff. No, I auditioned for it. A lot of times towards the end of the year, a lot of Super Bowl commercials start auditioning and so that they can have them ready by the time the Super Bowl rolls around. And this was actually interesting because I shot one of the commercials right before I went for break, and I had to shoot one right after. But it was, it was great. It was tough. It was a 4-hour process to get all the tattoos to look like Post Malone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite scene to shoot over the course of the season?
Go ahead. Okay, yeah. Talk about my tattoos, the fake ones.
Give me. Favorite scene, it's hard to pick one. I would pick one of many that I have favorites of. We have, what's one of ours? Help me.
Of ours?
Yeah.
Don't put it on me. It's yours.
I know, it's my question, but come on.
That have nothing to do with you. So.
Okay. Okay. I'll the one where he comes in.
His favorite scene is my scenes.
At Manja, where we're at the dinner, me and Lydia are at the dinner.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
You know that yes.
Yeah.
You know what I love about that scene is for my at least for my shots, and he's in the background. It's actually it's both of our shots. He's in the background, restraining, having his moment, and I never looked. I just went with how he sounded, and that was affecting me, and just having to, I wanted to go look back so bad, but restraining from doing that and just using all the and the all the stuff that he was going through for just I just wanted him to shut up and get out, because that's not supposed to be the case. We're supposed to be at some other place. He's not supposed to work there. Mm-hmm. And the more sound came out of his mouth, the just deeper in the crap I was.
Mm-hmm. That was fun. I didn't know what the shot was gonna be, because I was just doing it. So the camera, I didn't know that he was going to be in the shot. So when I saw it, it was great, because part of it is me. I had to work a lot for that scene, and he just had to hold face. But his reactions were so great, and they really heightened the whole thing. So that was a good. All the scenes in Manja were really funny. When I punched the guy.
Oh yeah, that
was fun. That was a stunt. That was a stunt.
What are you most excited for people to see from the first season of this show?
What I'm most excited about is to, quite honestly, be a vessel of inspiration, to be part of something that people are going to see and feel represented by, and we're already seeing via social media the effect it's having on people, and that quite honestly brings tears to my eyes. I didn't get into this to spread messages or anything like that. I got into this to have fun, and I'm very fortunate to make a living at it, and now be a part of something that has impacted a community, and to be a part of something like that is priceless.
No, did you want to?
No.
You have a follow-up?
No.
I thought you were going to say something.
No.
Listen, I don't have to answer. This is your show, man. Hey,
Go.
Benjamin.
Go.
Mr. Price. I don't have to answer.
No, it's fine. I'd like to hear both answers.
Okay. You're too nice. I think I agree with him. I think that it's a special show just based on the fact that people are reacting so positively. We wanted to do that. I keep saying, in theory, we wanted to have a show that people could relate to, that people could feel seen, feel like they're worth their stories, right? Because a lot of stuff that happens in Gentefied, it's a lot of usually they're secondary characters, and you see in other shows or in movies. So this is a great opportunity where all these characters turn out to be three-dimensional characters, and they have their own story, and it really shines a light where previously had just been like a little sliver of, So I think it's special, and I think people are really seeing after the show. Like, we've seen some people like react to it, and like now when they're in Los Angeles, they see things that they didn't even realize. They're like, wow, all these things that we saw on the show, now we're seeing it, and we have a better appreciation for that. So it's special.
So lastly, if you were to own a taco joint like Mama Fina's, what would you call it and why?
Mine would be called Atanasio's, named after my grandfather, who actually had a little cafeteria back in the day. And it actually is a personal goal of my own to open up one in honor of him, because he was my father figure for a short period of time in my life. And I actually get to vicariously live out the relationship I would have loved to have had with him through Joaquin, who plays Pop. So I would name it Antanasio, and it would be I probably do a fusion of kind of like, because I'm more of a health conscious person, so I would want to make it gourmet, if you will, and on a healthier, health conscious type of taco and things of that nature, of like healthier Latin food,
Well, that's a nice, that's very to the heart answer about is it your grandfather?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too nice. I can't have bits now. But I would say, and by the way, when he says healthy, he just means putting stuff in a piece of lettuce. That's that's not even. Well, we won't go there. I think I would. I don't know. I would think I would call it. My two last names are Santos Cordero, which literally translates to Saint Lamb, and I think it's hilarious when you say it in English. So I think if it calls Saint Lamb tacos, I think people would think it's just like a Greek thing, but it's not. I won't have any lamb tacos. It's just because of my last name. So I'll confuse. What I'm saying is I'll be bankrupt within a year because it's not a good plan. I'm not good. I'm not a good business person.
Well, congratulations
Thank
on the
you.
show. You can check out the full first season of Gentefied on Netflix right now.